Hey guys, welcome to my new video tutorial series on C++. Now I know there are a ton of C++ videos out there. I want to try and fill in some gaps where I think maybe there's some information missing. So the way I'm going to run this series is going to be through a looking at not just the how it works, but why it works, talking about some of where things are happening in memory and kind of help you guys to understand how these pieces all fit together. The first set of videos are going to be kind of short, going over some of the more basic concepts to get everybody up and running. Um, and then we'll dive into some deeper topics. So just to give you a quick look here at some of the things that I want to take a look at, we'll start off with some of the primitive data types: int, bool, uh, double and float, characters, and probably jump into strings since those are so common. We'll talk about the different types of operators and how those work together, and slowly build up to where we can create our first full program, Hello World. If you guys have any ideas on additional topics you'd like to cover after this stuff gets uploaded and put together, definitely feel free to comment and let me know what you think. To quickly go over the tools that we're going to be using, we're going to be programming in Visual Studio Code. It's a free software available on Mac, Windows, and Linux. Personally, I'm going to be using a Linux machine to do all of these videos, but the setup steps for these are all the same. Microsoft has a bunch of tutorials on how to put this onto your system, so definitely go check those out. And you'll want to make sure to download the extension. Here we go, extensions. And then if you just go there and type in C++, you'll see this come up right there. Make sure this portion is installed. By clicking on it, clicking install, it'll do all the work in the compiler for you. The other thing you'll want to do is you'll want to download a GCC. It's up here, GCC compiler. Now on Linux, you'll find whenever you're installing Visual Studio, there's a real quick and easy command that you can type in. This is why I love doing this on Linux so much. For Microsoft and Mac, it's a little bit more complicated. Again, ton of tutorial videos out there to get you set up. The big thing is you want to make sure that when you type in GCC -- version into a terminal, that you can see the version here. I'm using Ubuntu 11.2.0, the latest version. But as long as you have the latest version of GCC, you shouldn't have any trouble compiling this stuff. Some of the older compiler versions should work, but I think it's good practice to always try and keep your compiler and everything as up to date as possible. That way you can take advantage of new features coming out. So look forward to getting this set up and working with you guys through all of these different types. And I'll see you in the next video.